I feel like what activated me, just, the things that are going on politically, socially, that are tied to my identity as a black male, and just seeing what's going on. I felt like, having a platform where I can just express myself. And I like to do poetry as well. That's something I forgot to mention about myself, but I love poetry. And that allows me, an outlet that allows me to express myself creatively, artistically. And as Nina Simone said, um, an artist's duty is to reflect the times, right? Reflect the time
Mhm.
in which we live in. So I felt that necessary, that taking in criminalization, brutalization, the marginalization, and the commercialization of Black bodies and people of color to kind of use my art of poetry, writing, and also podcasting to speak to these social justice and these enduring issues.
So the poetry, the writing, the podcasting, tapping into your creativity, using your voice to reflect the times in a variety of ways. Oh, and I love that you brought Nina Simone in too. You're a journalism student, and so you shared a little bit about what activated you there, and that you're very talented in these different ways. You're minoring in film and video and Black studies. What led you to choose journalism as an area of study, and how has that impacted the ways that you use your voice now?
So originally, journalism wasn't originally like my first major. I was thinking about doing computer science back in senior year of high school, and I took a computer science course that year, and I was just really feeling it. And I'm not really a fan of math, science. I take them for the GEs or whatever, the general
Mhm.
education, but I wouldn't think about majoring in it. But I feel that because I did poetry, I feel like, and I like to write and just having stories that I want to share, in time. That I'm like, hey, maybe I can tap into my writing. And then, I went to SUNY New Paltz. It has a beautiful journalism program. I looked into that. I talked to someone who also graduated there with journalism. And I was like, hey, why not? Let me take a shot at it. Being that we use our gifts and use what we have to get to where we are. And I was just like, I love to write, because computer science I wasn't really feeling. And, that was okay. And I went with journalism. And now I'm just realizing that while I like writing, I also like editing and doing video and sharing stories. So it's kind of like I'm in between those two paths because I love to write, but I also love to edit and do videos. And while both are artistically, I just have both in mind. But that's pretty much what led me to journalism, just seeing the zeal I have for writing and
Mhm.
storytelling.
I'm just listening to your podcast episodes, and we'll talk a little bit more about this. One of the things I really appreciate about them is they have and I said this before I even knew you were a journalism student. You reached out to me, or you said at least one episode, and I checked it out. And I'm sitting here and I'm listening to your podcast, and it has and I'm thinking to myself while I'm sitting here listening to it, I'm like, this has a very like journalistic quality to it. Like I feel like you're incorporating multiple voices, but then you're also being with us at the same time. As I'm experiencing it, it feels like you're supporting listeners and making meaning of some of the things that they're hearing. You're adding additional context and complicating in really good ways the conversation in ways that encourage thought and reflection. And I'm like, wow, I'm listening to your stuff and I'm like, wow, that's something that I want to pick up and want to eventually, as my project grow, want to add in here too, in terms of, that journalistic quality of having a host, somebody that's with you in it. And then you zoom in and you have the conversations, you zoom out and sort of summarize, support folks and better, connecting those dots. And so, yeah, I just thought like, wow, this is incredible. Like it feels like journalism. I'm a big fan of public media, big fan of audio and video and podcasting and storytelling as well. And I remember thinking this, and at the time I hadn't even known that you were a journalism dude. But then when I looked into your bio a little bit, and I said, "Oh, journalism. Oh, okay. All right. It's making sense here." I appreciate you sharing that story. So I just want to know, are you picking up some of that in your program, or is it sort of self-taught in some ways or some combination of the two?
It was some combination of the two. Originally, I did just short things like on slideshows and or Google PowerPoint. I kind of did it from there, but then I started to learn how to video edit, especially when adding music into the slideshows. And like I would just, do an MP3 converter, YouTube to MP3 converter. Then I would go on like some editing platforms, like I think Audition, and then like just chopping even that up, just starting from there and just adding into my presentations and slideshows. So started from there. And then once I went to college and freshman year, I had this class called digital storytelling. That's really what pulled me into multimedia editing, video editing, audio editing, all of that. And because we dealt with, like, we did a podcast, but we also did a short documentary, and then we did a short film at the end of the course. So I kind of got a little bit of everything in that. And we learned, Adobe, because we primarily work with Adobe Premiere, Adobe Audition, a lot of Adobe related products. And then I picked up DaVinci Resolve, another editing software or whatnot, because this past semester I did an internship with the Writers Read. The Writers Read is a literary arts organization that gives opportunities to writers to showcase their skills, their talents or whatnot. And they would primarily use DaVinci Resolve to edit. And I was really a stranger to DaVinci Resolve, being that I've used Adobe, for all the times and projects that I've done. But it was definitely a learning curve. So that definitely, I feel like for me, was self-taught because, I would look up videos of how to do this, of how to put in keyframes, of how to like zoom in and color correction and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. I was just curious about that. It's really great, really well done. Takes you on a journey. As I experienced it, I encourage y'all to listen to it too. Go out and listen to the episodes of The Mask We Wear, pulling in references from comics and pop culture and exploring archetypes, like a variety of different things to help us make sense of the human experience in many ways. So I really appreciate you answering that question because I definitely had that. And I also wanted to let you know that before I had even, knew that you were a journalism student, I was just like, I was blown away when I was listening to it. I said, wow, okay, all right. So it's good to know, good to see that. I have a growing interest too in journalism and sort of finding my way, towards that path at a later point in life. But it was really, I was just really encouraged even just by listening to your work. So just wanted you to know that from me.